Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our day Bluezynski Be a Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, we had the second round of the playoffs, and Dave decided it was his best episode of his playoff career as he decided to come up with some very clutch goals and get his team to the conference finals. So even though we were down 2-1 in the series, we managed to win 3 straight games and win in 6. So it's great to be up here in the conference finals. But we are going up against a tough Boston Bruins team, so this should be an interesting matchup. Obviously, a lot of history with these two teams, so I'm excited to see if Dave could help push this team into a Stanley Cup Finals, of course. Obviously, like I said, Dave has been doing a lot of good work as of late. He's now up to an 89 overall, technically, at the age of 20, so he looks like he is primed to maybe even be a franchise-level player for this team. But you can see, obviously, here in the playoffs so far, up to 16 points in 11 games, including 6 goals. A lot of those came in the last episode, and like I said, he came up in clutch with some game-winning goals. One in overtime, and one was really late to help eliminate the Panthers, but he's been getting a lot of ice time, averaging 26 minutes and 46 seconds a game. So he's been playing probably the most out of any forward out there in the NHL, which is insane. He's got 41 hits, so he's been throwing his weight around a little bit, and he still has been decent in terms of at least blocking some shots as an offensive forward. So very excited to see what he could do in this conference finals, and hopefully, like I said, he could be enough to help push this team into a Stanley Cup Finals. Also, some good news. It seems like Domi and Plekhanov have both returned from injury. I didn't even think that Plekhanov was injured, so Plekhanov is back in the lineup for us this postseason. Obviously, he's one of Dave's favorite players to play with. He had 4 points through 9 playoff games, so I guess he got injured early into the series against Florida, and now he is back again, so that's going to give us a bit more depth scoring. And then Max Domi has not played in quite a while. He has not played a single playoff game this year. He missed a lot of games during the season, but having him back is kind of nice as well for that center depth, so our team is almost at its full strength that it's ever looked. So hopefully this team is good enough to obviously beat Boston and get themselves to a Cup Finals. But anyways, with that said, let's get you guys' comments, see what you guys have to say about last episode, and then we'll see what Dave could do in the first 3 games of this Bruins series. So the first comment is from the Leafs fan who says, "Let's go, Leafs are back in the conference finals for the first time since 2002. Dave has been the playoff performer the Leafs have been missing. Got past one big rival in Florida. Hopefully we could get past a bigger rival in Boston. Leafs fans still think about those heartbreaking losses against the Bruins in 2013, 2018, 2019, and 2024. Hopefully we could finally get past them with Dave." And yeah, definitely a lot of tough times with the Bruins for the Leafs. Obviously, like Dave, we were saying, has been a difference maker against a team like Florida. Maybe he could be a difference maker against a team like Boston. I honestly don't even know how good Dave has done against Boston in the regular season in his entire career, but for fun, let's take a look and see how good of a player Dave has been against Boston during the regular season, because I honestly don't even know what our stat line looked like against them. So if we look here, we only played 1 game against the Bruins this season. We had 1 goal in that game, I guess, and we're +1. We had a lot of shots on net, but we only played the 1 game against Boston because I guess the other games we were injured for, which is interesting. But yeah, hopefully Dave can make a huge impact here. Looks like he's been getting basically better every single month. You could look at his stats, like he was point per game in October, over point per game basically since November is when he became an over point per game player the rest of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see what he could do in the rest of this playoff run. And like I said, hopefully he can willpower this team to a Cup Finals. In the last NFL comment is from Sound Taco, says, "You were right about the 416 in the area code for downtown Toronto. At this point, Dave is the best player the Leafs have had the last 50 years. Lastly, agree with you about the music for NHL 27. EA needs a streamer mode that uses non-copyrighted music." And yeah, they definitely need to have a copyrighted music part of this game, because obviously a lot of people make content, especially on a mode like this, and for obviously them to use copyrighted music in an intro part, it really frustrates me, of course, because obviously you want to be using as much of the game audio as possible, but then obviously if you use that, you're going to get a copyright strike, or you're going to obviously not make money off that video. So kind of annoying that they do that type of thing. And for what you were saying about Dave being the best player the Leafs have had the last 50 years, that's a pretty big, bold statement. I would still put him up there with like Matt Sundin at least. Definitely I would put him maybe better than Matthews in this universe, maybe not still fully, but I do think Dave has the potential to be better than Matthews, of course, because he's been way better in the postseason. In real, like if you compare him to the real life Matthews, Matt Sundin, on the other hand, I think is still obviously one of the greatest Leafs that's ever played in the last 50 years. Aside from that, I'm not too sure who else I would put up there, but yeah, Dave is definitely trying to make himself a really good player in Leafs history, at least early on here. Who knows what's going to happen still this offseason, if we're going to be switching teams or if we're going to stay with the Leafs, but should be interesting to see what ends up happening once we get to that point. So anyways, let's get into the first 3 games of this episode. I don't want to waste much time in this because I do want to be trying to edit this down a little bit. Last episode, it's funny because I said it was going to maybe be a shorter episode and then it ended up being a longer episode. But I basically decided I didn't want to edit it because I was just getting over my cold. I'm still a little bit under the weather technically, but I didn't really want to edit it, so I basically left it as almost uncut fully for the entire episode. So this episode might be uncut as well. I'm not too sure. It really depends if I just want to get it out as fast as possible, which honestly might not be a bad idea. So we'll see what we end up doing with that. But let's see what we have here in Game 1. Against the Bruins, and of course we get that copyrighted music intro again, but we'll obviously, like I said, mute this audio again, as we typically do. But yeah, this is a big series. Oh, we gotta get it done. At least we have home ice advantage, but is it really an advantage? Who knows? But it's a best of 7, of course, and 2 original 6 teams. Can't get much better than this. Wonder who we'll match up against in the finals if we get there. But let's get her done. Let's get her done. Dave out there again on, obviously. This kind of just feels like our NHL debut all the time when we skate around like this. But Dave definitely has a lot of pressure on him. He's getting a little bit of a playoff beard. I didn't remember about that. I think I gave him a little bit of growth in the postseason. But I think he's getting a little bit more hair. You can see his hair is kind of glowing with the light, though. That's a little bit strange. That must be a textural issue, but here we go. Here we go against the Bruins. Let's get her done. Riley finds Dave. Dave will throw it into Matthews. Nearly go offsides. He goes in offsides already. Yeah, I got a little bit too antsy early on here. That's okay. That's okay. I was a step in early. It's just Matthews took a little bit too long and I didn't want to get hit, so I kind of glided a little bit more into the ozone, but it's okay. All right, here we go. Dave hits Pasternak a little bit. Let's make sure we're throwing our weight around here too. Because obviously if we could throw our weight around, that could help give maybe our team some momentum. As there's already a scrum down low, I'm not going to help out over there because that's not our side. Nice play, Riley. Good interception. Because I should not be in that deep to try and intercept that. There you go, Carlo. You got it. Brandon Carlo will throw it over to Matthews, who is not ready for it. Matthews tries to hook it inside. Now he finds David. Bounce off Dave right to Marner, I think. And Marner is turned away, and then Lascelles will dump this in. But Boston beats out the icing. Somehow. Dave with a block on that slap shot. That's a really good shot blocking the early going. And we're going to already go off on a line change. Crazy start as they are. Almost got a good chance from the point, but like I said, Dave blocked it. So yeah, Dave is definitely showing that he is going to do his absolute best in this series, regardless if it's scoring goals, picking up assists. He's also going to help out on the defensive end with this team. All right, Dave trying to get to that puck. Can't get there before peak. I'm not going to poke check that because or else I'd probably take a tripping penalty realistically. There you go. Dave cut off that pass. Bank that backwards. There we go. Let's get out of zone here, boys. There we go. Dave skates with it. Trying to get around Lohrei. Dave still with it. Dave makes a move. Throws it over. Mitch is turned away. As Mitch was on Dave's side, Dave drove in to try and help him out. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. A good chance, though. Oh, yikes. Nice save there, Wool. Yeah, pretty good speed to start this game for both teams. Definitely feels like it's going to be a fun series. But somehow, Marner was turned away on that grade A chance that Dave set up. Maybe we should have went for the shot there because we've been scoring a lot of goals as of late, but it is what it is. All right, Matthews wins that defensive zone faceoff. That's good. It's always good to win a faceoff in your own zone. Here comes Mitch with it. Mitch will throw a backhander to the net. It is turned away. He gets to his own loose puck, and then he threw it out front, but nobody was there as Pasternak intercepts it. Let's get back again. We probably have to go on a change soon. Nice save, Wool. There you go. Here's Dave with it. Let's carry it. Throw it over. Mitch making way too many moves. Almost got to that loose puck, though. Do they want us to change yet? Yes, they do. I'm going off. I'm going off. Probably not a great idea to change when they have it in the O-zone, but we might as well change. We might as well. All right, Sim Engine has given somebody the first goal of the series, and it's to Boston. Damn it. Tyson Jost, of all people. There's a couple guys on the Bruins, I think, that were really over-simulating this postseason, so we got to be careful about that. I think, yeah, it was Pospisil and Jost, so we got to be careful about that. But it sucks that we're already trailing because of the Sim Engine. Not really surprised, though. Dave walks in with it, gets to the net, he scores! Let's go! That puck finds Dave still. It stayed on his stick, he got poke checked, but then he kept with it. And Dave has another goal in the playoffs. His 7th goal. This is his first goal of the conference finals. First goal for the team at the conference finals, of course. But yeah, this puck was poke checked off here. Right there. But then we kept right with it. And we don't give up on the play. As you can see, off our stick, gets it right back again. And then Swayman's out of position. Easy chance to put that in. As this game, for some reason, like I said, early in the postseason, we were purely a passer. Now that this playoff run has gone on, we've become more of a snipers. We've moved up for a tie for 4th in goals this postseason. So, Dave is doing whatever he can for his team. That's a big tying goal at this point in the first period. All right, Tanev with it, finds Matthews. Matthews will slap shot it. That's turned away. Dave gets to that loose puck. Dave looking around. Dave will take it for a spin. Throws it over. Shea can't get a shot. Now he does, and that's turned away. Matthews throws it back to Dave again. Dave lost it almost. Dave will shoot it. Deflected in front by Matthews, and that's turned away. Good chance there for Matthews with the tip. I am going to let the defenseman get there first. Of course, he doesn't. Oh, my goodness. Let's make sure we're in tight a little bit here. There you go, Matthews. I'm going to take it to the red line and then dump it. Maybe not, actually, because I just got poke checked somehow. But I'm going to go off on a change. All right, good that we already tied this game up, because definitely shows that we're probably going to have a pretty good series if we're able to score goals that early. And what the heck, they're literally giving us a shift with a second left in the first. And it's a face-off, too, so it's not like it's one where we literally get on there as the game ends, our period ends. That's kind of weird. But there we go. First period done, 1-1 game. Obviously, a solid start. Not necessarily ideal that the Sim Engine scored a goal for them, but it's good that Dave was able to respond. So, solid start. Let's keep it going. And let's see if we can find a way to get our first lead in tonight, potentially, in this period. As we will be starting, obviously, this period on the power play for 51 seconds. So, maybe we have a chance to grab the lead because of that. All right, let's defend here because they're trying to run in shorthanded. Go with it, Mitch. Mitch finds Dave. Dave will use that speed here early in the period. Dave making some moves, throws it over. Matthews is turned away. I probably could have went for a shot again, but when I'm on the right side, it's kind of weird shooting like that. Even though I used to playing on the right side only, but I like playing on my opposite wing. Oh, there you go, Marner. Marner, Dave. Oh, I didn't want to pass it at the net. God damn it, I wanted to pass it over because it was like a 2-on-1. Nylander can't held it in. Let's hang on over here. Nylander gets creamed. Yeah, that sucks that pass went right to the net. Oh my goodness. There you go. Good job. Matthews getting back. We're probably going to have to go on a line change again here soon. But we got to defend first. Got to defend. Keep defending. Get out of the zone, Mitch. Get it out. There you go. Matthews, you got it. You got it. I'm going off on a change. I'm not going to stay out there, so. All right, Sim Engine, what do you got? Anything for us or anything for them? Looks like there's somebody that has gotten a goal, and it is for us. I don't know who scored it, but we have taken our first lead of the night. All right, Matthews win this draw, and he can't. That's okay. At least we have the lead, so that's all good. Marner intercepts. Here comes Mitch. Mitch drives in, tries to throw it back towards where Dave is, but can't find him. Provorov holds up, finds Dave. Dave will hold up here, throw it back into his own zone again. A little bit of a dangerous pass, but we'll get Wool to freeze it. Not necessarily ideal. But there was nobody open for a passer. And for some reason, I could not find anybody. Probably should have dumped it back in deep, but oh well. All right, well, let's make sure that we get out of our zone here quickly, because a little bit bad that we had to play this in our own zone. There's a good pass from McCabe. Here comes Dave. Dave will use that speed for a bit, and he's creamed. And he's knocked down. He's a little slow to get up. We got to be careful about that. I don't know how that guy was able to hit Dave, because he looked like he was way far out of it. But I guess not. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. I don't want to get injured in the conference finals. Alright, looks like this game's getting a little bit more physical. All of a sudden I say, well, yeah, I don't know who hit me, but I gotta watch out for them. It was probably Lorai or McAvoy. Yeah, it was Charlie McAvoy, I think. Yeah, see, I don't know how McAvoy was able to just lunge across and knock Dave that hard off. But it's probably that truculence, I guess. But yeah, we gotta watch out for him. I hope I don't have to play against him too often. Looks like another sim engine goal. It is again for our team. The sim engine's working well for us right now. Robertson gives us a 2-goal advantage, so it was 1-0 Bruins, but since Dave's goal, it's been all Leafs, I guess. That's good. Obviously, this is only game 1 though, so we got to be mindful to do that in the next games as well. Dave walks in with it again, and he's going to score again. There was way too much open ice. Dave's got his second of the night. He's got 8 goals this postseason, as he is absolutely heating up at the right time. This is still on the hardest difficulty, mind you, but these games lately have been really easy. As we get around McAvoy, get around Lindholm, hold on to it a little bit longer, and we somehow get Swayman to move a bit too much. Right there, he goes for the poke check, and that's what screws him over. And Dave just holds on to that and puts it in. See, that's what Dave was trying to do before he got hit in the last shift, but that is a beautiful goal here to give us a 4-1 lead convincingly. Like I said, this is only game 1, so we got to be mindful to do this in game 2, 3, 4, whatever the heck it is. But we can't be just all offense here in one game only. We got to be continuing that. So let's get a screenshot of this. I want a nice screenshot that you guys could actually tell that we're playing the Bruins too. Let's go with maybe something like that. We'll get a little bit of the goalie pad in it. Kind of an interesting angle with it. There you go. But yeah, that was a nifty little play here. Like I said, Swayman went for the poke check. Missed it. And then Dave had way wide open net, so he's easily able to put that in. If Swayman doesn't go for that poke check, he could probably still stop Dave like some goalies have. But he got over aggressive. And we have 2 goals here in our first conference finals game. And it's only halfway through too, and we're already up by 3 goals. Hopefully they don't get, our team doesn't blow a lead or something. That might not be good if that happens, because we've had leads like this before, so. Hopefully our team has learned from those mistakes, because it always kind of scares me when we have a big lead like this. Alright, neutral zone, face off. You got it, Matthews. Tie up. Dave's got it. Throws it back to Shea. Shea will take it. Shea. Over to Dave. Dave looks around, fakes it. Dave holds on to it. Looking for passing lane. I don't know what the heck happened to my stick for a second there. Dave's got it back again. Look at the passing play by the Leafs. Tanev will shoot it, and that's turned away. I was definitely could have went for a hat trick on that shift part, but there was like no lane for Dave to actually shoot, so I was trying to set up the teammates instead, because it's good not to be selfish sometimes, right? Alright, come on, Matthews. At least we're up by 3 goals, so I feel a little bit safe, but we gotta still be at least trying. We can't be just sitting back and defending, so hopefully our team doesn't fall into a defensive mode. Let's go back to the point again. There you go, Matthews, you got it. You probably should be going on a line change soon, I'm guessing. Oh my goodness, Tanev, you took way too long to make that pass, man. You got to make it as fast as possible in those plays. They still don't want us on a line change yet, but I'm definitely going to soon. Oh, I was covering for Tanev because he was not in a good spot. The defense was making a change still too. Nice back check by Dave. And it's still in our zone, though. Oh, did Dave knock that out of the air? I think Dave just knocked that out of the air when it was right in front of the net. Yeah, it's right here, and then Dave sees this loose puck. He decides to swat at it, hits it off Tanev, and then it gets out of the area. Well, that's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that. And we're going to go off on a line change here. There you go. All right, this has been a strong game so far. I don't know if Tavares is going to score on that play, but we probably should have waited to see. But we're going to have a 4-1 lead with 2:27 left in the second. This has been a great game so far. Shots have been pretty close, but Swayman just hasn't been that good in the early going for them. Hopefully we can continue to beat them like this in every game. I know it's going to be a lot tougher when we actually go to play in Boston, but there you go. Nice save. As Maximus Vana is done away. All right. Yeah, shots are close in this game. So this game is closer than it looks, really, but we just, the goaltending's been the difference. And obviously earlier in the playoffs, the goaltending wasn't a huge difference maker. Oh, yikes. It was the offense that was the huge difference maker last time. All right. They almost have full pressure. Like I said, I hope that we don't go into a defensive turtle mode, because if we end up having just to play in our own zone a lot, that's when we're going to end up starting to give up goals. So we got to make sure that we at least play in their zone a bit too as the rest of this game goes on. There you go, Carlo. Skate with it. Dave's not open. Carlo holding on to it. Carlo lost control of it. Yeah, I didn't really have much of a lane to drive. That's unfortunate. It's covered a point. Yikes. So Dave gets that. Okay, I think we might have got a stick in there. I'm not too sure. Oh my goodness. A lot of scrums down low. Late in the period. Matthews with it. He'll dump it in. He'll get Dave to chase it. Dave tries to skate after Warner, but can't get to it. Let's get back again. There you go, Matthews. Good forecheck. Matthews is doing a good job at least keeping with Zaka. And they get possession somehow out of it. Nice play, Carlo. Our defense is playing a lot better in this game, too, I feel like. There you go, Dave. Good forecheck. And that's the end of the period. Damn, that sucks that it ran out of time. All right. Well, we're going into the third with a 4-1 lead. And obviously, Dave has 2 of these goals, so he's been a huge difference maker once again, just like he's been this entire playoffs pretty much. First round was a really good assisting round. Second round, we found our goal scoring. Third round, we're just putting that all together here in this start of the conference finals. So let's keep it up, and hopefully we can play like this in these next 2 games as well. And hopefully the team plays like this, more importantly. Like, we don't necessarily need to be on the score sheet every night, but obviously that will definitely help our team win games, is if we play like that. As Carlo's got it. Carlo will find it up to Dave. Dave is getting chased by Pasternak. Dave looking around. He'll slow down the time a little bit. Looking around for a passing lane. Finds Riley. Riley shoots it, and it's blocked. That's unfortunate. Let's get back again defensively. There you go. Nice job, boys. Yeah, our defense are doing a lot better of a job getting the puck out of the zone. That doesn't happen all that often. Dave, look at the play. Now he tries to get to the front of the net. I was going to maybe go for a shot there, but wanted to pass too. Here's a chance for Dave. He'll shoot it. It's blocked. Dave throws it over to Mitch. Back to Dave. That shot's turned away. Loose puck in front. Matthews found it, but he was late getting the shot off. He couldn't even get a shot as Dave came close to getting a hat trick. And I got to go on a line change, but there's a odd man rush, so I'm not going to go on it yet. Now I am. That's a good shift to start this third period. Show that you're still the better team. Don't give up anything, that type of thing. All right, still a 4-1 lead. Almost halfway done this period. Just got to find a way to bring this one home. There you go. Let's go to the front. And, of course, our team lost control of it, but that's okay. As long as we get back defensively, there's a great play by Tanev. Yeah, our AI is making a lot more smarter decisions, too, in this game. Dave gets in. Dave for the hat trick, and he scores! A playoff hat trick for Dave Bluezynski. Let's go. We do the patented move. We get around their defense. It's a 5-1 game. Dave has 9 goals this postseason. 3 of them in this game. I don't know what has turned into Dave, but he's all of a sudden went from, like, being a great player to being, like what Saturn was saying, one of the best players the Leafs have had the last 50 years. Insane low play here as he holds off McAvoy once again and then gets right in, and Swayman just cannot get this. He tries to dive and make the save, but Dave doing it all for his team. Maybe he's the type of player that literally could be a captain in the NHL at this point. He's showing that elite skill he was drafted with, and the Bruins cannot believe it. Dave might be the kryptonite that the Bruins have not had to go up against at all in their career in the playoffs before. Dave absolutely electric here. I wish I could get a screenshot with the hats flying over the glass, but I don't think it ever shows it, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think, at least. Oh, no, there is some hats on the ice here. Obviously, I could get a screenshot with the hats on the ice, but the thing is, then it spoils that Dave is getting a hat trick. Yeah, that's something I don't want, but I definitely will get a screenshot of this, though, still, too. Oh my goodness, you can see all the reflections of those hats, too. That's kind of a bit weird. Like, I could get a screenshot like this with the hat on the ice, but I'm not going to put this as the thumbnail, because or else you guys will know that he got a hat trick, and I don't want anybody to know until they actually watch the episode. Yeah, this is an electric playoff performance. One of the best playoff performances, maybe in Leafs history. Let's grab a screenshot like that, too. Because Dave only has one regular season hat trick in his career. And now he's got one in the playoffs. This is his first ever playoffs as well. It's crazy. There we go. We have a 5-1 lead. Dave's with it again. Dave holding on to it, looking around. Throws it to Shea. Shea tries to return the pass. It doesn't work. Dave will help on out to keep it in. Shea finds it to Marner. Back to Shea again, and that's turned away. And Dave's at least covered on defense for a little bit here, too. Dave tries to get back defensively. Pastrnak made a crazy deke, and Woll stayed with him. As Dave tried to poke check it off his stick, and then Pastrnak will score. God damn, what the heck was that? Alright, that's back into an old team style, but at least we have a big lead, so I'm not too worried, but, yeah, that's a bad goal. As Shea tries to clear it, and I guess he got maybe poke checked at the same time, but it's going to be Pasternak's goal, but it also gets muffled by Shea, who tried to block it. That's after Pastrnak literally almost had a breakaway goal. Well, that sucks to be out there for a goal against, especially considering the way we've been playing, but at least we have a big lead, and it looks like this big lead is probably going to be still good enough, but I just don't like being out there for goals against, but this has been a dominant effort. Dave's 3 goals are the difference right now, which is kind of insane. Let's get to this. Let's throw that over. There you go. Good play. There you go. Marner turned it over. Of course he did. At least this is probably our team's best defensive game in terms of actually getting the puck out of the zone faster. So that small hiccup on that goal against, I'm not going to be too mad about it. As Matthews is trying to get on the score sheet. Because now Dave is obviously the highest point getter in the Eastern Conference's playoffs, probably. I would assume at this point. There we go. Matthews finds Dave. Dave will take it. Looks for an opening, of course. Gets around. Dave making some moves. Makes a pass, and Shea's turned away. As Dave made a little bit of a toe drag move before he passed it. But Swayman stays with him. But what a great game this has been for Dave. Obviously, now that Dave has the hat trick, he's just trying to set up his teammates. Every single one of Dave's have been kind of similar. Coming off that same wing and then walking in and scoring. Because the first one was like that too. And then obviously the last 2 have been basically the same type of goal. So I feel like I've found a cheese goal, which is not ideal. But at the same time, it's working well for Dave. As Dave is now a top 4 scorer, or top 3 scorer in the playoffs, which is awesome. All right, here we go. Offensive face-off. This might be our last shift of the game. We'll probably have, we could have maybe one more, but I'm not too sure. I don't really care if I have one more or not. And they get out of the zone, of course, but let's get back and make sure we're at least defending here. Good job, boys. Coming back, but then you turned it over, but that's all right. Because at least you recovered. There's another chance. Dave can't get it by McAvoy. As McAvoy's kind of pissed off at Dave because Dave has made him look foolish multiple times. Come on, Matthews. Get it out. Don't need a turtle. All right, let's cover here. Lindholm walks in. Nice play, Shea. See, that's what I mean. Our defense has definitely made some smarter decisions in intercepting plays. Oh, what the heck was that pass, Mitch? You don't need a saucer pass it there, I don't think. I got to go off on a line change here shortly. Dave is also at peak health for this game, so that's probably why we've been so good in this game. Probably we need to give him more energy for the next game, because I'm assuming our energy is going to drop off a lot. Because we've been definitely using a lot of it when we've had these speed bursts. The coach still wants to keep us out there right now, which is surprising because I've already been out there for over a minute. But like I said, Dave's been getting a lot of ice time this postseason. Ice. Good job, defense. Let's make sure we're still covering here, not giving anybody any opening. McAvoy's turned away as our team a little bit under duress in our own zone, but it's been a good game for the most part. So we can't be too worried about being in our own zone too long. Will that be the end of the game for us? Yes, it will. We're going to win 5-2 in Game 1 on the strength of 3 goals by Dave. As Dave picks up his first career playoff hat trick. And he is a big reason why this team has won this first game of the series. Obviously, still a lot of series left to go, so we need to make sure that we come out flying again in Game 2 and all that. But Shea gets third star, 2 assists, and 2 hits. So, despite the own goal, Brady Shea was good at setting up Dave's goals, I guess. Tanev gets second star, 2 assists. So, the 2 of those guys doing some good work offensively, I guess, for our team. And also in the own zone for the most part. That was a big hit by Tanev. I didn't even see that one. And in the first start of the game, of course, Dave with 3 goals and only 2 hits. So we weren't overly physical in this game, but obviously our goal scoring was prominent. We played 23 minutes, basically 3 goals, plus 2, 5 shots on net, 2:57 of puck possession time with 2 hits. Yeah, that's a great game. That's a great game. And we have a lot of energy left. We have trade points. We have X Factor points. Dave is going to be insanely good next season, I think, too, based on rating and all that. And once we upgrade his X Factors and stuff too, obviously, he's going to be insanely decent. So, I see a lot of awards in Dave's future. Like, he could even be a Conn Smythe favorite for sure in his first ever playoff run this year if he keeps it up. But playoff hero Bluezynski hat trick leads to 5-2 win over Boston Bruins. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But we got to make sure that it's not just Game 1 that's like that. We got to make sure Game 2 is good, as obviously we're up to 19 points in 12 playoff games. As we are finding our groove. Our energy is still actually quite high, so I don't even really need to spend any here. But we have 9 energy points, so I'm going to just do it. We might as well. And I think I could probably use some towards trade points and stuff right now. So I am going to use 1 towards trade points and keep the 6 energy left for, obviously, for Dave's health, just in case it goes down a lot. But we got to definitely save after a game like that, because that was definitely Dave's best playoff game up to this point. Alright, so a fantastic start to the conference finals. Hopefully we can find a way to obviously get some more stuff done in Game 2 and also in Game 3. So let's get to Game 2. See if we can take a 2-0 series lead headed back to Boston. Hopefully they don't steal one of our games because that would kind of suck. But obviously this is another big game. Obviously for them, if they win this game, they could definitely do some damage against us back on home ice. So like I said, we got to be still good this game. We can't take a seat back after a game like that. Yeah, my headphones are being a little bit annoying, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Game 2. Let's get it done, Dave. You don't need to necessarily pick up another hat trick in this game, but just help your team out as much as possible. Assists, blocks, all that. We also did have a block shot last game, too, so that's also was a big moment in the game early on. Carlo walks in, a good chance to start Game 2. That's turned away. Matthews, Dave's trying to go to the front. Dave finds that loose puck and he's turned away. How did that puck even get to Dave? And what a crazy save by Swayman in the early going as this game's glitching out again because the scoreboard's still showing. But what did it say? What did it say? Let's see the save. This was a weird shot from Carlo. It deflected off of the knee of a player and goes to the front. There's a wide open net there. It's right on Dave's stick. Dave has this wide open net, but just barely turned away by Swayman, and then it goes off the defender, McAvoy, who runs right into Swayman, and that puck was loose there for a bit where somebody could have put it in the wide open net, but Dave gets completely robbed to start the game, but he came very close to scoring his 4th goal in 4 periods, and now he's got it again. Dave looks around, finds it to Riley. Morgan lost control of it, but now the Bruins lost control of it. Let's hold up on the blue line for a little bit. Let them walk in with it. And Marner steals it. Finds it to Dave. Dave walks in again and he's robbed again and he put it through the crease. What the heck is happening? Holy crap. We are having some insane moments here in the early going to Game 2. As Dave's all alone. Makes a move to the backhander. Barely turned away. What a crazy save again from Swayman. And then this puck hits Dave in the stick. It's loose right there. Dave finds it again, but he's getting pushed from behind by Elias Lindholm. So Dave puts this right through the open crease. And it misses. Holy. And now we're on full pressure. But they're going to get right out of the zone. Jeez. Yeah, Dave is definitely man-possessed right now. He is absolutely pushing as hard as possible as Riley's got a chance now. Mitch walks in with it. And Dave gets knocked into the net multiple times. He's getting cross-checked, but no penalty call. What the hell? Are they targeting Dave? What is this? That was so weird. After these saves, I'll have to show you something, but that was a crazy chance there. But I feel like they're literally deliberately targeting Dave right now to start this game. I'm not too sure if the AI is that smart to do that, though. But, like, this last play was kind of a bit weird because I was getting bodied off the puck when I don't even have it. I'm surprised there was no penalty call here because, see, I drive towards the net here. McAvoy interferes with Dave here, pushes him into the net. A little bit of a shove there, and then he gets cross-checked here without the puck. That's definitely a penalty. Dave goes down. He's like, what the heck is that, man? He goes back to the front, and then after this save by Swayman and a deflecting out of play, Lindholm runs him right into his goaltender, and then Dave just falls down. Like, what the heck are the Bruins doing right now? They're definitely trying to injure Dave after what he did to them last game or something, but we are definitely not going to let them do that. All right, Dave is back out there again. Let's see if we could have an eventful shift again here. Mitch walking in with it. He doesn't get anything. Okay, that's fine. Let's get back. Let's make sure we're covering defensively. Nice save goal. Yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't scored yet in this game because of the chances we've had, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need to be scoring all the time, like I said, but we need to make sure our teammates can get some goals, so hopefully we could get something set up soon. But there is still a lot of game left to go. I just don't want to go to an overtime because I feel like that's when these type of games could be lost easily. There you go, Mitch. Mitch has got it. He's still got it. And he's turned away. Damn, Dave is so fast with full health. It's actually insane. Like, he's small. He's got a little bit of girth to him, but he's absolutely fast when he's out there. Without the puck especially, but with the puck, he's fast too. All right, Matthews, win the draw. And, like, I don't even feel like Dave needs to be upgraded at all. He's that good already. That's insane. Like, if we make him even better than this, he's going to be literally scoring on every shot or something. But here comes Marner making a move. And he's turned away. Rebound, scores. Austin Matthews. There we go. Our teammates score at least. And what a start to the game it's been for the Leafs here in Game 2. We already have the 1-0 series lead. We probably could have been up by multiple goals at this point, but our line mates get it done. Dave kind of hangs back a little bit. Matthews finds that rebound off the Mitch play, as Swayman has been under siege in the early going, and the Bruins are not too sure what to do against a team like us in the early going of the series. I don't know how it's going to be once we get into Boston, but this has been a fun one to start off with, to start this conference finals. All right. Matthews has moved up to just a goal underneath Dave, but still 2 top 5 goal scorers for our team. And let's see if we could add to that. That's a good to have a first period goal. And like I said, it's good for it to be our line mates because we need them to be good just in case Dave can't score a goal for some reason. Wow, 9-2 the shots, and we're only halfway through the first. This could be a high shooting game for our team. It could be. Okay, let's get out of the zone as fast as possible here. There you go. Riley lost it, but it's now on Dave. Here's Dave. He'll hold on to it, not use his speed because he doesn't want to get hurt or something. He's going to hold on. Looking around, throws it into Carlo. Carlo finds it. Riley back to Dave, and it bounces off Matthews because Matthews was in front of the net. That's kind of annoying because I probably had a good shooting lane. Dave's got control of it again. Throws it over to Carlo, over to Mitch, who can't get the shot. Some good pressure again from our line, as we're getting as much chances as we can when we're out there, it seems like. Zaka trying to drive in. Dave trying to stay with him. He does. And Carlo, why did you clear it, man? I'm not even going to chase after that. Oh, it's not even icing, though. And I'm way out of position. Jesus. I'm trying to get way too over-aggressive. I got to be mindful of this place. Okay. Let's go on a line change soon once this comes out. You got it, Carlo. There you go. All right. Sim to our next shift. We'll probably have at least one more shift in this period, I'm guessing. And Sim Engine doesn't do anything, which is great to see. So far, the Sim Engine has been our friend. It hasn't done that much for the other team, so that's decent. All right, let's go to the front, and nope, nothing happens there. Let's get back on defense. Let's help on out as much as possible. But this series has definitely been a lot more easier for our team, I feel like, in terms of Being able to get open ice against Florida was definitely a tougher series in terms of that. Okay, let's cover the point here. There you go, good breakout. Matthews lost control of it right away, though. Boston's starting to play a bit better of a defensive game now all of a sudden, so that's not ideal. Lascelles turned away. Yikes, dangerous chance there for the Bruins. Here's Tanev. Tanev finds Dave. Dave tries to get by, but Lindholm gets back on him. Yeah, the Bruins are starting to play a bit more of a lockdown defensive game, which has me a bit worried that they're going to play like this the rest of the way, but maybe not. We're going to go on a line change again, and that's probably our last shift of this first period, but good that we were out there for a goal 4, and hopefully our teammates continue to do stuff like that too, because like I said, if Dave's not going to really score goals or he's going to have great chances and get robbed, it's good at least for our teammates to do some stuff too, because or else then those are the type of games we lose on. But great play by Marner and great rebound from Matthews. And this line has been probably the best line, I'm guessing, in the playoffs, other than maybe Connor Bedard's line in Chicago, because I think I saw that Connor Bedard's always been up there in points. So here we go, second period. Pretty decently close first period, even though we were out shooting them badly early on. Oh my goodness. Dave just got blown up again, as Charlie McAvoy has absolutely had it with Dave. I'm going to literally fight him if he keeps on doing that shit. That's crazy, man. I don't want Dave to get hurt, though, in a fight, though. Like, he'd get probably destroyed by McAvoy, but McAvoy's been a pain in the ass. I got to start throwing my own hits again, because I haven't done that yet. But, like, yeah, Lindholm and McAvoy have literally been blowing up Dave in this game so far. This hit by McAvoy, pretty dangerous one, as he gets Dave with his head down, leans right into him. Doesn't leave his feet, I don't think, but yeah, these Bruins are not an easy team in terms of physicality. Well, you gotta be careful, because I do not want to get hurt. I do not want to get hurt. There you go, Morgan, you got it. Finds Dave. Dave will skate in. He sees McAvoy there, so he gets around him. Dave holding on to it still. Still holds on to it. Manages to escape everybody. And then bad pass. God damn it. Oh, no. Nice play, Riley. Yeah, Dave at least cut off that pass afterwards. That area. But, yeah, that was not a good pass. I'm going to go on a line change again. But screw Charlie McAvoy, man. Some dangerous hits. Some dangerous hits. SimEngine doesn't give them anything, doesn't give us anything. This is definitely more of a defensive game, which is exactly kind of what I expected. After a great offensive game that we had in Game 1, I feel like this game was going to be more defensive. So here's Dave again. Gets around Charlie. Still with it. Dave holding on to it, and Swayman will stop him. And then Swayman turned it over. Matthews is robbed. Has a great chance there for Austin Matthews. He probably should have deposited that in. He probably should have. Lindholm's turned away, and they get a chance back the other way. Matthews up now with Dave. Matthews will try and dump it in, but can't. Now comes the Bruins the opposite way. Pasternak makes a move, gets around Tanev, and then he's turned away. Let's cover the point. There you go. Let's hold on to it for a little bit. Find Matthews, who got it into the zone. Dave can't get to that puck. God damn it. Let's get back again. Shea's got it. There you go. Shea's still with it. Shea. Dave drives to the net. Dave gets this loose puck. Throws it to the net, and that shot's turned away, as he was trying to look for maybe a deflection chance. Now we're going to go off. Oh, yeah, this game so far has definitely been a tougher game than Game 1. I mean, we did have those really great A chances early on to this game, but obviously getting robbed in them. We could have been up 3-0 at this point, but it's only a 1-0 game, so that's where I'm a little bit nervous that they might find a way to tie it on a SimEngine or with us out there. So we need to be very careful here. And hopefully our team continues to defend well. Here we go. Let's set that pass over. Dave almost got hit from behind, kind of. Oh, he throws a little shove there. Nicely done, Dave. Let's get back over here. And let's cover the point. Nice save. Well, there you go. You got it, Riley. Quick pass up by Morgan. Dave gets around Andrew Peak, I think that was. Dave uses that speed. Dave still with it. Throws it to Matthews, and he missed the net. Or no, he was robbed, I guess. Damn. That was a great A chance. Dave cuts off Lorai's pass. Dave with it. Looking for an opening. Throws it to Mitch. Mitch walking around. Back over front to Dave. Dave makes a move, and he's turned away again. And Mariners as well. Oh my goodness, I can barely talk. I was going to say Matthews, but that's in Marner, and I was like, what the hell am I even saying? And then the Bruins trying to get back the other way, but they can't. Good little give and go there by Dave and Marner, because that could have been a good one to give us a 2-goal advantage, but still 1-0. Swayman's definitely been a little bit more locked in this game, as we have a 5-on-3 late in the second. This is a huge chance in the game. If we could score some goals on this, we could definitely win this game because of it. We do not want to be not scoring in this, and then they get a momentum off of it. Oh my goodness, of course, now we have to have a defensive zone face-off. Yes, our team almost put it in its own net. That would have been embarrassing, especially on a 5-on-3. But yeah, see, Dave has had some grade A chances to score in this game, but just hasn't yet. And that's where I'm a little nervous. Also, that great chance for Matthews. Swayman has just been locked in. And there definitely should be more goals for our team at this point, but there hasn't been. Alright. Let's get out of zone quickly here. If we could use our speed, we could get by them and get maybe a breakaway potentially. Because it is a 5-on-3 after all. Okay, never mind. We're not going to get a breakaway, but we are going to get an on-man rush. But then Lorai took it away and clears it. Come on, guys. We're literally on a 5-on-3. It's not just a 5-on-4. Let's get something going. We got to get that cycle going. Get some shots. Whatever it is. There you go. Now we're into their zone at least. Looking around. There we go. Oh, tried to throw it in the Marner. It doesn't work. They were covering the point really well, so I did not want to throw it there, of course. And then Marner wasn't really getting open too much, so I had to just throw it like that. Still, at least it got to the net, so we got it face off in their zone. But so far, this 5-on-3s look pretty bad, which is not what we want to see. Dave tries to hit Lindholm. Can't, and it's cleared once again. There you go, Provorov. Yep, Dave. Oh my goodness, get off me there, number 33. There you go, good pass. Provorov's shot is blocked. Dave goes back to the front. Dave tries to deflect it, and he deflected it wide, I think. Arner, what was that pass? What the heck is that, man? He could have made a simple pass, but he went to a saucer in the corner. God damn. Matthews. Lost it, still got it. Gets the shot, and it's turned away. Dave, huge hit on Water. Here's a chance for Marner, and what a save by Swayman. Swayman is literally playing like what Devin Levi would play like in some of the games in the first round, and also during the regular season. So it makes me feel a little bit anxious, because we should have probably had a goal there too, as a team. But we're only up by 1 still. Complete difference in this game has been Swayman, as that play all comes off a great forecheck from Dave. And our coach is still going to keep us out there, which is very surprising. Actually, no, they're not. Never mind. I thought they would. Alright, well, that's probably the end of the power play for the most part, right? And it looks like we're going to get still maybe some power play time in the third period, but our team has not been able to capitalize on this power play, and that is not great, especially only being up by 1 goal. I just feel like in the back of my head, they're going to find a way somehow to tie it. I don't know why. Alright, well, we're still on the power play for a little bit. Let's see if we can maybe get insurance markers still. Here's Dave. He gets in with it. Dave looks around, shoots it, and he's turned away. He was going to go for a pass. Didn't have a passing lane after a bit, so put a shot on net. Not a bad look. Fortunately, Swayman's been there for like every single shot that the team has had pretty much. So let's go back to the front and maybe get another deflection chance here. Dave tries to screen, doesn't work, and now here comes the Bruins, 3 wide. Got to get back defensively. Dornfott's turned away. Dave hitting on him, can't get it away. Nice pick off by Matthews. He finds Dave. Oh, Dave gets hit down, but still got the play in. Nylander. Matthews shoots it. That's turned away. Let's get back again. I got to go on a line change here soon. Oh, we still got control of the puck. Let's dump that in and make a smart play. Better to make a smart play there and get something started in terms of the change. I'm probably going to go right back out there again, though, soon. 5 minutes later, never mind. So that was a smart play to make that change. All right. Let's get out there and help on out. Yikes. At least the sim engine has not given them anything so far, but I still feel like it could. Here's Mitch with it, using his speed. Mitch has got it, throws it to Dave, and his shot is turned away. I didn't know if that pass was going to come or not, but It does get across. I don't know if I should have maybe went for a pass back. Probably not. The shot's the right idea there, even though it wasn't a great selection of a shot. It's probably best to get a shot off on that there, but I don't know what has turned into Swayman in this game, but he is definitely a lot better than he was last game. All right. Come on, guys. We need insurance. We need insurance. I don't like only being up by a goal. I literally don't. Wanner's shot just goes wide as Dave got a stick in the lane, I think. There you go. Break it out. Break it out. There you go. Matthews gets up to Dave. Dave will skate with it because Carlo's with him. Dave gets around. He's still with it. He'll shoot it, and Swayman stops him as Dave lost it a couple times on the poke check, but still gets a shot to the net. We've had a lot of shots in this game, but we haven't capitalized. We're kind of going back to our old goal-scoring ways. But after scoring a hat-trick like this, I'm not too mad about not scoring. But I feel like I should have our team up by multiple goals, so... Here you go, Carlos! Turned away. That sucks. Alright. At least our team's starting to run away in the shots a bit, but... Well, hasn't been super busy. Like, he wasn't really super busy at all in the bit of the first, but... The second, Boston started to push a little bit more, so... Come on, Matthews. Dave intercepts that face-off win. Dave throws it over. Riley barely holds it in. Marner's shot hits the post. That close. Remember that play if they, for some reason, tie this game up. But that was just barely kept in the zone, and then that hits the post. Friggin' Christ, man. Come on. Here's Dave again. Dave throws it in the Mitch again, and that shot's turned away, and Dave will get Swayman. Maybe to freeze it. No, he won't. Dave throws down Bjornfot. Here's Dave again. Oh, man, I tried to throw it across. That would have been nice if I could have. Another deflection there for Matthews, and that's turned away as Dave threw a good hit. Caused some pandemonium in the Boston zone again. As our team's kind of going back to playing really good again, but not capitalizing. Yeah, Mitch just hits the post there. That would have definitely given us a lot of momentum for the rest of the game, probably. Sim Engine has not given us anything still. 7:24 left to the third. Oh, man. Why is this game so scary? At least it's not like a Game 7 scenario or something. That would have been even more scary. Let's get back. Come on, defend, Provorov, defend. Thank you. I thought he was going to let him walk right in. There you go, Matthews. Matthews still trying to get in with it. Still forechecking hard. Peak throws it over to Poitras, and they get out. Come on, guys. Defend well here. Yep. I'll cover the point again just because there's people going to be coming out on the ice. Yikes, that play got to the front of the net. Thank you, Wool, for seeing that puck, because if he didn't, maybe they'd get a tap in there. Okay, we'll probably have at least one more shift after this still, too. Maybe we'll have a chance for an empty net goal. I don't know. But obviously the win is the more important thing. Here comes Dave again. It's Charlie out there, so we got to be careful. Dave will look around. Throws it in. Marner over to Matthews. Marner a chance in the slot again, and that just is turned away. God damn it, man. Geeky's with it now for Boston as they try and find a way to tie this one up here. Lindholm. That was offsides, but they didn't call it offsides. I thought that came out. I swear it came out. Matthews. Here's Dave again, making some moves, taking his patience route. Nice pass over, but nobody gets to it. Now Dave's get it back again. He'll shoot it back to the net, and that's turned away again. Good deflection again from Matthews. As we've tried to set Matthews up a couple times on those deflection plays. Oh my goodness. Get it out of zone here, boys. Just get it out. I'll carry it to the red line and then get it out. Oh, we will actually run out with it. There's Domi. That shot's turned away. I'm going on line change. They kept moving the puck. Dave has to quickly hustle to the bench. Will we get another shift in this third period? Will we get another shift? No, we won't. We win 1-0. Okay, I was thinking the entire game that they were going to find a way to tie it up. But the one goal from Matthews in the beginning of the game is the difference. Obviously, no point for Dave in this one. But definitely, he could have had a ton of them. And that's a huge win, as we've taken both of our home games to start the series. Now, if we could find a way to take a game in Boston, we could be in a really, really good spot. So, there you go. A solid game 2. Like I said, obviously not getting on the score sheet kind of sucks a bit, but we were dangerous all night. Absolutely dangerous. As we finished with playing 23 minutes, we were +1. We had 8 shots on net. Puck possession for 328. And we had 3 hits as well. So we did throw our weight around a little bit. But yeah, that was a really fun game. We probably should have had more goals as a team, like I said, but it's still a 1-0 win. It's a big win. And now we just got to find a way to win at least one game in Boston, either to end this episode or to start next episode. As we got B stats all around, but a C+ overall, so that might be our worst game in terms of overall rating in quite a while, but I don't know why we only had a C+. I would at least have said we should have had a B-, but oh well. It's because we probably didn't score a goal or get an assist or anything, but that's okay. That's okay. The win is the most important thing. Bluezynski quiet in 1-0 win against Boston Bruins. Who cares if I was quiet after scoring a hat trick? I don't need to do it every single night. Typical Toronto media. Alright, so we'll save that. And yeah, Dave Bluezynski leads Maple Leafs against Boston Bruins tonight, looking to take a 3-0 series lead. We're on 19 points through 13 games. Let's get into the last game of the episode and see what we can do on the road. See if we could be dangerous again, or if Swayman's going to be a difference maker. Actually, let me check Dave's energy again, because obviously we don't want to drop off too much, because I feel like Dave's been flying. Let's see what we got here. Still an energetic, but I will put it up by 1 again, just because if we keep at peak, Dave is going to be really dangerous every single game, right? So let's get in the last game of the episode and see if we can win here. I guess technically if we take a 3-0 series lead, next episode could end up becoming a really short episode if we end up somehow sweeping Boston, but obviously they could reverse sweep us too, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But this could be a very good start to this round for us. It could be the easiest round we have potentially based on how it's going. All right, heading into Boston, TD Garden. Tough building to play in, so the series is definitely far from over, I feel like, but we got to find a way to win on the road here against a tough goalie like Swayman. And we obviously got to find a way to make sure we stay healthy too, because we don't need to get hurt in a game like this. All right, Matthews won the draw. Shea, you got it. Shea's got it. Lost control of it off the hop. Pasternak walks in, and he's turned away by Woll. Yikes. That's the first time they've came out this dangerous. Usually they're a little bit slow to start these games, the Bruins, but they might be better on their home ice than they were in our home ice. So we got to be careful, as they almost have full pressure in the first minute of the game. Not good. Like I said, we don't want their crowd to be in it too long. If their crowd's in it, that's how they could win games. But Bruins fans are very crazy. Very crazy. All right, Matthews got to win this. We do not want to be in here too long. Middlestat looks like he's back from injury, because I think he was injured before this game, or before the series. So, yeah, they're going to get full pressure probably in the early going. And Casey Middlestat could be a difference maker coming back for the Bruins. He was doing really well, I think, before his injury. So, he's out there on this top line with Pasternak. And I don't know who 23 is off the top of my head. McAvoy's poke check by Dave. Dave trying to skate to this, even though there's full pressure. He loses a lot of energy. Dave gets to this puck, and he's turned away by Swayman in tight. Dave almost ran out of energy because of the pressure system. But a very good play by Dave on McAvoy early to poke check it and get a breakaway chance. Because we had nothing going for us in that first few minutes of the game. So that is definitely a good way to respond. A good way to respond. Hopefully our team can get something going, as it is still scoreless after that first sim. All right. We still only have the one shot on goal from Dave, so got to get some more here. Here you go. Gavrikov's playing. That may mean an injury. Dave looks around, shoots it. That's the way Gavrikov tries to get to that rebound. Nearly did. Yeah, there's definitely an injury if Gavrikov's playing. Dave has to hustle back because Gavrikov was in the offensive zone. Dave stays right with Pospisil, so he can't get a super dangerous shot away. Oh, no. Oh, no. I knew they were going to score there. What the hell was the defense doing? God damn it. Jordan Greenway, of all people. I kind of got a little discombobulated, but then there's guys left wide open. Like Mitch could be definitely down on Greenway right there, but he isn't. And what the heck is McCabe doing behind the net? Oh no. Is this team turning back into their bad defensive structure from the regular season? Hopefully not. But yeah, that one, tough one to give up for Woll, but definitely there was a lot of room out there. Kind of almost like a mini 3-on-0 almost. This Tyson Jost has been the best Bruin apparently this playoff run, and they're out shooting us 8-2 in the early going. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Like I said, this series is far from over. We got to find ways to win on the road here too. And it's going to be really tough to win against this type of team in their building. Like, definitely Boston, I feel like their arena is a lot louder than Florida's. Let's make sure we're defending here. There you go. Mitch finds Dave. Dave will take it up. Dave will throw it into Matthews. Matthews taking a little bit long, almost put Dave offside. And nothing happens out of it. Too many wasted possessions. You gotta, when you get into an offensive zone, you gotta make sure you get at least a shot. Oh, yikes. Lascelles out of nowhere with a great chance, but Wool stops him. Pasternak's shot's blocked. Oh my goodness. This is not the way I wanted to start game 3 as a team. Dave holding on to it, looking around, still looking for an open man. He throws it in front. Almost worked as he was trying to find somebody, but nobody could get it. Mitch almost like deflected that, I think. But yeah, this early going, Wolves kept this team in this game. He's kept our team in this game. And it's still only 1-0. We got to find a way to win this game or next game, because or else I feel a little bit nervous. But we can find a way. We just got to get more shots to the net, because Swayman will see if we don't shoot a lot. There you go. Good pass. Good passing play. Okay, Marner gets that puck almost. Let's get back in on defense. Oh no, 3 wide again for the Bruins. Saka's shot gets deflected. Dave clears it out of zone. McAvoy goes offsides. I didn't want to clear it like that. I was trying to actually go for a hit, and then I got the puck somehow, but at least we got the puck out of the zone. Because I don't want to be under pressure too long, to be honest. Especially against this type of team. Like, in the first game, they didn't look dangerous at all. The second game, I thought they were going to come back and win. And now this game, we have looked really bad as a team. There you go. Provorov finds Dave. Dave looking to be a difference maker here in Boston. Walks in, shoots it. It's turned away. It blocked off somebody, I think. And it goes wide. And then the puck comes out of the zone somehow because our boys can't pass the puck, apparently. There you go. Oh, my goodness. Almost went off sides. Dave holds on to it, looks around, shoots it with Matthews going to the net, and that's turned away. Since Matthews was going to the net, thought maybe he could have hit off him or something or went to the net. Now, at least we get a face-off because of that, but so far, not looking too great, as we will get one more shift in this first period. But, like I said, I think this is the type of series that could go the distance, I feel like, almost in a way, just because these last 2 games have really showed me that Boston can play a good defensive game, too. The first game was going to be a complete outlier of a game, I guess. But the rest of these games, I think, could be airtight. Ah, come on, Matthews. Don't need to force it through. But definitely Dave has the skill level to be a difference maker in this game and give his team a win if he could get some more shots to the net. So we got to keep pushing for our team. But Wool just made a big save there. That could have made it 2-0 easily because our defense is just not having the same coverage it did in the first game. The first game it was playing perfect defense. Second game it played pretty solid. We did get the shutout, so I can't complain too much. And in this game, I'm not too sure what to make of it, really. It's just been bad defensive coverage. Here comes Dave walking in again. His shot's blocked as the defense stays right with Dave. Damn it. How did they stay right with me? Because they just decided to get in the lane and block his shot. Maybe the difference in this game is the fact that Gavrikov is playing. I'm not sure. Or Middlestad's playing for Boston. Maybe that's the difference in this one. But once again, they have full pressure. And we're being outshot 15-6. All of a sudden, this game feels like from easy mode to back up to the hardest difficulty again. So I got to be trying hard here. I can't try too hard because if I try too hard, I feel like in a game like this, that's when I could get absolutely destroyed in a hit. So I got to be still trying to set up my teammates and not getting knocked over as easy. All right, come on, guys. Big second period here. Let's try and get more chances because we are really getting badly outshot in this one. Really badly. At least we're still within 1 because Wool's been good, but we need more chances offensively. Here we go. Oh, come on. Screw you, McAvoy. I'm going to fight your ass if you keep on getting in the way of my passes. Oh my goodness. See, the way that Pasternak was hustling against me is really crazy. There we go. I was going to try and throw it up to Mitch originally, but I couldn't because of Charlie. I kind of want to throw a huge hit on McAvoy, but I don't think I'll knock him over. He'll probably reverse hit me instead. All right, here you go. Matthews finds Dave. Dave has room. He tries to get around Charlie, does get around him, holds on to it, lost control of it, but it still got to the net. See, they're definitely playing harder defensively on Dave now. The first game we were able to get to a net like that, but now we're not able to. So we gotta try some different things, I guess. Some more shots from the point, more just wrist shots or whatever. But we gotta try something different, which I don't really know what to do. Right, offensive zone face-off. Matthews wins it. Dave goes to the front, tries to deflect it. Can as he's getting hit again from behind, not by McAvoy, this time by Warner. Warner turns it over. Dave held onto it and got poke-checked, and he'll get back with it. Oh my goodness, I tried to drop it through my legs and then it got blocked. Get it out. Get it out. There you go. Here comes Dave again. Dave down the wing, looks into the middle, tries to find Mitch, and Mitch's shot is flubbed. And yeah, Bruins are playing good defensively, and we really can't get anything going. Here's Dave again off that interception. Dave looks for a clap shot, and that's turned away. I could have probably tried to drive in more like I've been doing, but let's get a slap shot there. Not necessarily the hardest slap shot in the world, but we got to get more and more to the net. Our team's still pretty much doubled up in shots, so let's go back to the front again here, maybe. Marner's got it. Loose puck in front. Dave tries to find that loose puck. I don't even know if we got technically a shot, but we did have it briefly. Oh my goodness. At least our team has full pressure here, so maybe this is where we could actually start to generate some stuff. Come on, Matthews. Oh, I can't win it. And they get out of the zone easily. God damn it, man. Dave stands in Middlestad's way. Let's go back and cover the point again. Oh my goodness, nobody else is covering the point though. Dave stays with Charlie again. Dave knows Charlie McAvoy too well, and he plays really good against him apparently. Dave walking in with it, holding on to it, shoots it, it stopped. Rebound was loose there too, and that's turned away as Dave hits Lindholm briefly. Dave's got it. Throws it to Carlo. Carlo getting board pinned. Dave held that puck in the zone, lost it, but still got it to Matthews, and he's turned away. Now our team's starting to get some stuff. Dave going back to the front of the net here. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to keep screening this goalie. Oh, that almost worked. Oh my goodness, and it comes out of the zone. We are literally playing as hard as we can here, and it's not making a difference. That's crazy. Alright, yeah, so far we don't even have a B stat whatsoever. This game is so tough right now. And Sim Engine gives Boston another goal. Of course. Of course. Well, playing in Boston is definitely a different experience. We don't have a lot of time to get back in this. We have still a full period after this, but the way we've been playing so far as a team has been not that great. So we only have one goal since that 5-goal game, of course, so let's get back with it into the zone. Dave, hold on. Look at her opening. There you go, Mitch. Tanev, Matthews. Okay, now we're passing around as a team. Provorov. Dave goes back to the front. They just shoot it. Dave deflects it and scores. Okay, there we go. We said we needed to try and change things up after how we were scoring before. We get a deflection goal. Dave's 10th goal of the playoffs as he goes to the front of the net. Battles with McAvoy as he's been doing all series. And that is a big deflection goal off the Tanev bomb. And look at the jump by Provorov there too, which is kind of funny. As this shot goes through, Dave deflects it down and beats Swayman. That is a big goal. See, Dave has such a versatile playing style. He could go to the net. He could score off the rush. Absolutely electric goal there to pull us within one. It just sucks that the Sim Engine gave them a goal, because if it didn't, we would have just tied the game up right there. But Tanev sees the net front presence. The jump by Provorov, and in the nice deflection, battling with Charlie McAvoy. And getting this in right past the glove. A goal scorer's goal. Let's go, Dave. Yeah, and like I said, Dave could be literally a difference maker in a game like this. We might be being outplayed all night, but one goal like this could change the complexion. So let's see if we can find a way to tie this one up now that we're within one. But like I said, Dave has been having quite the feud with Charlie McAvoy in this one. Which I don't know if we really had that during the regular season with him, but it's been really evident here in the early going as Dave's offsides, apparently. Damn. Alright. All we need now is the Sim Engine to really do us some good work. as there was a big hit by Lindholm. But if the sim engine can tie this game up for us too, then maybe we can find a way to win it. But we got to be getting more momentum, because I feel like we haven't had the pressure system activate much for us compared to Boston. Here's Dave again with it. Dave getting around Charlie maybe a little bit. Holds it up. Finds Provorov, and it goes off Dave. Dave tries to go back to the front again, but can't. As Provorov shot that a lot faster than I expected, so that hit Dave right in the foot. Let's defend here. Nice play, Dave. Oh my goodness, and then I almost got body off that puck. There you go. Get it out. There you go. Yeah, Dave's trying to make some big defensive plays still, too. Alright. Let's simulate, see if the sim engine can tie this game up before the end of the second. Not so far, but we do have a shift with 46 seconds left, so maybe we could tie it here before the third. If not, hopefully the third period we can find a way to do it. Come on, Matthews. Oh, can't win it. So there was only one game in between Dave's not scoring and all, so he's back on a point to start a new point streak, which is nice. But obviously these wins are more important. Let's cover the point again. Don't need to leave anybody opened. Oh, there you go. Cover here again still. Oh my goodness, big save. Rebound was there, and they get it out. Good job, boys. Whew, that was a bit scary. They almost found a way to take a 3-1 lead late. But the Dave Bluezynski deflection goal, a very big one, as he was doing some great work around the net. And we're back within one goal. We could definitely find a way to tie it. Just got to find a way to keep on getting in front of Swayman. Because like I said, those goals off the rushes weren't working like they were before. So we had to try something different. Going to the net might be the way of scoring goals on him right now. Alright, here you go. Go with the Carlo. Nice pass to Matthews. Matthews walks in with it. Throws a huge hit on Pasternak. Interesting. Carlo tries to throw it up. Turns it over though. Here comes Middlestat for the Bruins. Can't get in. Let's stay at the point here for a little bit as Carlos turning this puck over. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Charlie McAvoy left open by Austin Matthews as our arch nemesis gets one back. And it's a 3-1 game. That is a terrible goal to give up early in the period. As we were on the defender that was on our side, but nobody was on Charlie. Normally Dave is always on Charlie, but Charlie was on the opposite side this time. And yeah, Matthews was late getting there. Marner was some wise deep. Bad turnover by Carlo. As Middlestat has been a difference maker in this game with his passing. And that's, yeah, like I said, a bad one to give up to start the third. We were literally within one. We could have tried to find a way to tie this up the entire period, but instead, we're out there for another goal against. That sucks, man. Alright, well, we need the sim engine to work for us. We need the sim engine to work for us in this period to get us within one if our line doesn't. Because or else this series is going to become maybe a brand new series almost. Maybe a brand new series. Alright, Marner's got it. Dave is way back in the neutral zone, but Marner carries it in. Marner still with it. Finds Dave. Dave a backhander and he's turned away. I don't know why he threw it to Dave. He could have literally walked in and got a great chance, but he had to throw it to Dave when Dave was open, I guess, a little bit. But Dave is doing whatever he can to help this team still. But it just doesn't seem like it's enough in this game. As we are up to still 10 goals in the playoffs, which is tied for second most in the NHL. So I really hope we could find a way to win next game if we do lose this one. Because it would be good to obviously start next episode off by taking a 3-1 series lead rather than obviously being tied at 2. Alright, here you go, Matthews. Matthews finding Dave again on the wing. Dave holds in, drives to the net, holds on still, finds Marner. Didn't want to do that, but Dave will go back to the front of the net again to pull more screens. But unfortunately, it hit off of a different player, I think. Pasternak trying to walk in with it. Nice play there by Shea. Matthews got it. Here you go. Carlo finds Dave again. Dave is destroyed. He's not hurt, but Charlie McAvoy, I think, again, just threw him down. And Dave's got control of this puck again now, and he'll skate with it. And he'll just slap shot this down on frustration and go off on a line change. Absolutely hating Charlie McAvoy in this series. Absolutely. In real life, he's kind of a frustrating player too, to be honest, with his hitting. But my God. Dave is really going to have to fight somebody here. Here's McAvoy. Dave Wanted to throw a hit at him, just missed him. As Dave has absolutely found the player he hates probably the most in the NHL. Here's another chance here. Oh no, don't hit me again, man. Please, I don't have the energy. There's a good pass, but unfortunately intercepted. I would totally go after him right now and like whack him in the hands or something, but I know it's an important time in the game. We shouldn't be doing that. Dave has literally like no energy. Matthews, Marner! Oh, that shot's turned away. Dave gets it back again. I did not want to do that. Dave's got it again. Dave looking around. Great pass. Shea's shot's blocked and it comes out of the zone. And I'm going off on a line change. Hopefully the sim engine can give our team something here. Oh man, I really hate getting destroyed in the hits. I'm going to have to up Dave's health again in between episodes or right after this game. Because, yeah, we're a marked man out there. And we've had some crazy battles with Charlie. Alright, come on, Matthews. We have 11 minutes to still get in this game tied up, so we still have a chance. But it's going to be hard. Oh, good deflection there from Mitch, and that stopped. Yeah, it sucks because Swayman's seeing everything right now. Because remember, he had a 945 save percentage, I think, going into this round. So, the Bruins are a very good defensive team, and he's really good in net, except for game 1. There you go. Get it out. There you go, guys. Go with it, Matthews. Come on, let's get this game within 1 again. Dave gets that loose puck. Back skates a bit. Still has it. There you go. Look around. Look around. There you go. Oh, that shot's blocked. Oh, yikes. That last was a little bit of a hard one. Dave with a bomb, and that shot's turned away as there was a rebound in front. Swayman had no energy. So, good shot there. And we almost have full pressure, too. And they want to take us off. Can the sim engine get us back within 1? No, it can't, but it could give us a power play. But only 5 minutes left. It looks like the Bruins are potentially going to be taking a game here. Unfortunately, oh my goodness. I peel away for a second and that pass goes way wide. Wow, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, this sucks. This sucks, this game, man. I'm surprised they actually have us on this side on the power play. Normally they have us on the right side. That's kind of weird. Warner shots turned away as Dave tried to block it. Here you go, Shea. Up to Marner. Marner. Dave. Making some moves. Dave still holding on to it. Makes a move. Shea will score! What patience by Dave to find Shea in the slot. It's a 1-goal game with 4:50 left. Or, yeah, 4:50 left. Great patience by Dave. And instead of shooting it, he throws the pass, finds Shea. What a play. As Dave gets his first assist in quite a while, I feel like. But that's a big goal to get us back within 1. Brady Shea doesn't need to jump up that much, but that's a big goal. As he's had some big goals in this playoff run. And that's a huge one. Alright. It's only a 1-goal game, and we're going to be right back out there. We're now top of the league in playoff points. As we passed McDavid and Bedard. So, Dave is officially leading the league in playoff points. That's crazy. We're within 1. We got to find a way to tie us up here. Marner finds Matthews. Can't get in, though. I wonder if they're going to put us out there to try and tie this one up. I kind of want to go on a line change soon so they could actually have us out there in the last little bit of the game, but I don't know if they will. Dave looking to try and find a way to tie this one up. Dave making some moves in. Walks in. His shot's blocked. Marner gets a shot that's turned away as Dave almost found a way to tie it. And I'm going to go off on a line change already. Might not be a great idea. But I want to see if I could find a way to tie this one up if I get another shift. Which we will get one with 23 seconds left. That's not really a lot of time, man. I was hoping to be a full minute or something. But Dave will be out there as we have an empty net. Trying to tie this one up. Dave finds that loose puck and he hit the post. He hit the post. Dave gets it back again. Throws it back to Matthews. That shot goes wide and it goes out of our zone. Not enough time probably to get back into their zone as, unfortunately, we are going to lose this game in Boston as Dave came oh so close to forcing this game to overtime. God damn. Well, we can't be too mad at how we played. But yeah, we knew that Bruins were going to come out firing a little bit more in this one. And now we got to make sure we find a way to win the first game of next episode, or else it's going to be back to a tie series again, which we don't want. But we are that close to tying the game up. We do get third star with our 2 points and 2 hits, but It still stings. And of course, Matthews' shot was so hard that it missed the net and it went way out of our zone. But Dave came this close to tying it up as Mitch fakes, or he went for the slap shot. It came across to Dave. Dave picks up this puck and then puts this shot on net. And he literally hits the post in the last bit of this game. And then it rockets out. Matthews then will eventually get this shot off here after Dave finds it. But this goes way wide of the net. Actually, it doesn't go that far wide of the net. It just misses as well. But it rockets out of our zone because Nylander's not on the boards. And there's no time to tie it up. Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But what a game for Dave still. But obviously the win would have been nicer. 2 points in 24 minutes of ice time. 12 shots on net. 8.3 shooting percentage. 356 of puck possession, so nearly 4 minutes. 2 hits. That's a tough one. And like I said, we got knocked over a lot by Charlie McAvoy, so we got to be very careful of him. Eventually, at some point, maybe Dave should fight him, but 21 points through 14 games is great. But it would have been nice to have a 3-0 series lead, but at least we have still a 2-1 series lead, but we got to be very good to start next episode. We had a 100 on the score sheet, apparently, for that game. Our form score, I should say. All right. Well, let's get Dave fully healthy for the start of next episode, but we'll take a look at his stats here in a second. Dave is still energetic, but we're going to obviously get him up into peak health again, because obviously he needs to be peak health. But let's take a look at how our playoff run has gone up to this point. As now Dave, like I said, leading the NHL in playoff points, potentially 21 points through 14 games, 10 goals, 11 assists. Kind of crazy because we started off with so many assists, and now we've become a crazy goal scorer. But +9, 93 shots on goal in 14 games. We're shooting now at least over 10%. 2 game-winning goals still, 4 power play points. And, of course, we got 48 hits, 6 blocks, and 49 giveaways, 35 takeaways. So our takeaways are going up quite a bit, too, this postseason, which is kind of nice. So it's been a very good run for Dave up to this point in time. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro. So in next episode, we'll have either, I guess, 2 to 4 games. We'll see if we're able to close out the Bruins and get ourselves, obviously, to that Stanley Cup final. Dave came very close to getting this team a chance to take a 3-0 series lead, but unfortunately hit the post. So we got to find a way to make sure we come out in next episode and do a really good job offensively again, because if our team's not going to do much offensively aside from our top line, that's where we're going to get into trouble. If we're not going to be playing as good defensively on other lines as well, that's obviously going to be a problem. So we got to make sure that we keep up this consistent effort. So think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.